Okay, class, today I'm going to show you how to draw hands. There's going to be 2 days of it, so the whole week we're working on this. The first day, you're going to be doing the basic structure of the hand, drawing the hand in different positions. We're going to do contour, which is lines, and we'll also include blind contour and cross contour, but we're not doing any shading. Day 2, we'll be adding shading. We'll be adding backgrounds in the hands holding objects. Also, we'll try out some different media. All right, so again, this is what we're doing today. Basic structure, positions, contour, and different kinds of contours, blind and cross contour. Here's the basic structure of the hand. Now, as you'll see, it starts with an L, and there's a diagonal, and then there's a curve. So this is the first thing you draw when you draw a hand. This is like your palm. This is the main part of your hand. Then you draw 4 circles on the top and 1 down here for the thumb. These are your knuckles. Then you'll draw the fingers. Now, to know how tall to draw the fingers, as you can see, from here to here is the same distance as here to here. So half of your hand is the palm and half of your hand is the fingers. So the top of the fingers don't go in a straight line. Look at your hands. You will notice that they do not go in a straight line, but instead there is a curve. So you'll draw this curve, and that will tell you how long your fingers should be. Now, where do you place the other knuckles? Well, this one is halfway up, so this is even to this, and the next one is halfway up of that. So this is half of your finger, 1/4 and 1/4. Same for all the other fingers, just they're smaller. So you'll see the knuckles also go on a curve. Look at your hand. You'll see the knuckles go on a curve. They are not straight. One other thing to look for is that the angles of the fingers go outwards. They do not go straight up and down. That would be like a robot. Take a look at your hand. You'll see that your fingers go out slightly at an angle. See, your fingers are like this. They're not like this. This is like a robot hand. Relaxed hand is going to go out a little bit at an angle. Now when it's time to draw the thumb, it's the same thing. Halfway up is the middle knuckle, and then halfway up of that is the third knuckle. So again, 1/4, 1/4, 1/2. After you've drawn the basic shape, then you add the outlines around it, which will give you the skin and the muscles. So before you're drawing the bones, now you're drawing the skin and the muscles. First you start with an L, then you go in a diagonal line and then a curve down. So you get this kind of shape, okay? It's got an angle, a diagonal, and a curve. Then you're going to measure it like that. So basically, this should be the same length as this to this. You can use a ruler if you want, or you can just use your hands. Now this is going to be the tallest point of the fingers. Now the fingers also go in a curve, and they're kind of low here, and then they go down like that. Now you're going to put knuckles for where the fingers are going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Evenly spaced like that. And then you're going to bring fingers from the circles. And the curve needs to go down a little bit more because the pinky should be shorter. Okay, now you're going to divide this halfway and put another circle. And then you're going to divide that halfway and put another circle. So there are 3 circles on each finger. Now for the thumb, put a circle where the thumb starts and a line that goes up like that. Now it should go about as high as this circle here, so about there. Okay, do the same thing. Divide this in half, circle, divide this in half, circle. So here's the basic structure of your hands. Now you can add the skin. So the arm comes down like this. Give a little bit of a curve there, and that's how your fingers will look. You want to make sure these lines don't come all the way down to the bone. You leave a little room for the skin, and you can always just fix it a little bit to get it right. All right, pause. Draw one hand using the structure you just saw. So basically you're copying what I just did. So no matter the position, you will see the basic structure. Just want to point out a couple things to you. First of all, the fingers go outward. They're not straight up and down, they go at kind of an angle. So when you bring your fingers down to make a fist, they go in. There's an angle going in, but they're not straight up and down, okay? So angle going out, angle going in. Here is a hand drawn. So you start with that basic shape before you add the fingers. Another thing to point out to you is if you look at your hand from the side, you'll see this part is a straight line, where this part is curves. Same as the outside, the thumb's the straight, and the inside is curves. Take a look at your hand and you'll see that. This sheet you can find under Instructors Teaching Materials in Blackboard. So download it from there. Now you're going to add structure lines to it. You can print out the page if you want and draw it with a marker, or you can add the lines digitally using, even WhatsApp can do it, or Photoshop to analyze the structure. Here's an example. Pause. Okay, now you try it. So you use your hand, so draw with one hand and look at the other hand. Now for this hand, you're going to put it in different positions to try out different things. So I'm going to start like this. So the straight line is where the thumb is, okay? So here's the line of the wrist at an angle. So then this should be straight, then a curve down, and then like that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the thumb can be here. I'm going to measure this, so it should be that tall, but this finger's a little shorter and it goes up and down, right? This finger should be the tallest one. So this one goes like this, but this one is going to be folded. So it's only going to get up halfway. So there's half. Then it folds down. So it's going to be like that. This one's at a curve. Like that. Okay, so then we draw okay, let's try another one. All right, now you're going to draw your hand 3 times in 3 different positions using lines and circles to denote the basic structure of your hand. All right, we'll do something a little different now. We're going to try blind contour lines. Blind contour means that you don't look at the paper, only at your hand. So when you're drawing, look only at the hand you're drawing and not the hand that you're drawing with. It's going to look silly and weird because you're not allowed to look at the paper. So this is what you want. This is what you're going through. Draw the wrinkles in your skin, draw the fingernails, and it's going to look silly, and that is okay. Pause. Draw your hand in 3 different positions using blind contour. Okay, now we're going to draw contour lines. That means just lines and no shading. But you are allowed to look now. So this time you're going to erase the structure and just leave the outlines of the hands, but you can use the structure to help you figure out how to do it. Pause. Draw your hands in 3 different positions, just like I just did. For cross contour, we actually add the lines on the skin. So imagine your skin has stripes on it, but you see the lines kind of go with the curves. Okay, so they go in and out to go with the skin and the palm. Here they go like this to go with the skin and the palm. And they go around the fingers.
So once you have your outline, you're going to draw your cross contours. Basically the lines that go across. Now keep in mind, if you're doing the back of the hand, let's say this is the back of the hand, then go with the flow of the palm.
Pause. Draw your hand 2 times, so in 2 different positions, using cross contour with outlines. Okay, now you're going to draw cross contours without contours or outlines. So you're just drawing the lines across the skin to show where the hand is. So see how there's no outlines. This is very hard, but it's a good exercise and you'll learn a lot from it.
So this time around, just have to use the lines to draw the hand.
Pause. Draw your hand 2 times in 2 different positions using cross contour without outlines. All right, you're done for the day. Now you can take pictures of everything and upload it to the blog by 11:59 p.m. Remember not to use HEIC files and make sure your pictures are clear, bright enough, and not sideways.